Okay, all right. Good morning, guys. Hey, vocalists. It's your girl Tori Live, and I'm back with another Daily Nugget. So, these last few days, Jesus, these last few days, I've been really trying to perfect my morning routine, which means getting up early. Y'all, anybody who has to get up early knows my struggle, okay? Especially in this pandemic thing, switching jobs, well, same company, different location, obviously, has been interesting. My commute has changed. It's not as 1, 2, 3 as before. I got to get up at a certain time people who travel, especially people who do use public transportation, they know exactly what I'm talking about. And even if you don't have to get up early in the morning to go to your job or take public transportation, you know, you could probably relate to what I'm saying, or at least you should relate to what I'm saying, because getting up in the morning is super imperative. Like getting up early in the morning, even when you don't have nothing to do, super, super imperative, because the earlier you get a head start, the more footing you can get on the ground earlier in the day, and you could be more productive. They always say there's not enough hours in the day. There's not. However, we can create more purpose hours. And that, my friend, is the meat and potatoes of what we're here to talk about. So, my boyfriend said something the other day, and you can see the topic. Um, Hold on. Uh oh. Wow. Well, you can't see the topic at the bottom of the screen. Hold on. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to try again. So, anyway, technical difficulties. So, today we are talking about a topic that my boyfriend actually gave me, not knowing that he gave it to me. He didn't realize, but meanwhile, we were talking. I realized, there it goes. I realized that this is perfect. This is good stuff for the Daily Nugget. This is stuff my people will enjoy. So he said, for purpose sakes. Now, normally people say, for Pete's sakes, or whatever that phrase is supposed to be. I don't know why that's a phrase, but whatever. English language. So people usually use the terminology for Pete's sakes, right? Um, but for purpose sakes. He said that, and I was like, ooh, that's a little different. And it challenged my mind to think, what are we doing on purpose? Just like the waking up early situation, I wake up early. I try at least to wake up early in the morning because I feel like it's going to help me out better in the day. I'm going to get a jump start on things. I'm going to, sometimes we run out of the house and we don't get a chance to eat breakfast or to get, to take our time to get dressed. We got to kind of just throw it all on, you know. A lot of times we don't really get a chance to do our makeup because we're like, I got to go, I got to go, I got to put my, you know, and I don't do makeup every day. But on days that I feel like it, sometimes I can't because I've waited till the last second to get up, and that dream is gone out the window now, you know. But waking up with purpose is so important because you can conquer better things. You have a sharper focus, Doing things purposely is everything. Because, see, I do believe in a little sporadicism, if that's a word, it is now. But I believe in that. I'm not a total rules person. I'm not a total everything has to be done by the book, because what I learned when going to college for early childhood education is that you're going to learn one thing in school on best practices on how to take care of children, but when you get into the classroom situations, like sometimes you have to pull out a whole different like toolbox of resources on how to deal with this child. Every child is different. Every child is not your textbook child, especially when you're going into different diverse communities. When you work in suburbia, when you work, I worked for a Jewish preschool, I worked in the urban school districts, Newark School District, Irvington School District, and these are all different. They're all children, they're all children. If I take my groups of 4-year-olds from each school district, they're all 4-year-olds. but you're dealing with a different demographic of kids in every situation, a different temperament of kids. Forget their geographic situation, different temperaments. You can have 3 kids in the same class, all on different wavelengths. You can have 3 kids in the same household, all siblings, and different temperaments. So, I'm not strictly a by the books person because I understand different situations call for different situations. But I do believe, right, in addition to sporadicism, you must have a plan. We got to go and refer back to the 5 P's: perfect preparation. No, not perfect. Sorry, nothing's perfect. My bad. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. One more time, guys. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. So if you properly prepare yourself, not saying that everything you prepared for is exactly what's going to happen, because, like I just said with the school reference, what we learn in school, in the textbooks, is not always what we're going to get when we actually go into the field, right? So when you properly prepare, I'm preparing for the average, or sometimes I'm preparing for the not so average. Like, you got to be prepared for the good and the bad, both at the same time. And, understand that what's going to happen is going to happen, but at least I walked in prepared. You know, you can go to a conference. I suggest this. If you go to a conference, whether it's through Zoom, because now we live in a very Zoom friendly world, whether it's through Zoom or whether, we get back to live events, you go to a live conference or a workshop or whatever it may be, I suggest that you take a notebook and a pen. I know you can do it all on these things right here. However, it's something about muscle memory. So you can take your notebook and your pen and have the intention, right? So that's proper preparation. Have the intention to take notes. However, you may not even take notes in that notebook. They may have ditto sheets for you. They may, it may not even be that kind of thing. Maybe you just need to sit and absorb it. Even though I do suggest notes because that's how I retain, that's how I learn. But we're all different. But it's like, that's you preparing. That's you properly preparing. And that will prevent a poor performance. Now, if you walk in without that notebook and come to find out, I need to jot something down, I need to jot a lot of things down, I don't have a notebook, I didn't properly prepare. Poor performance. Boom. So, the reason why I'm saying all that is because we have to move on purpose. What is your purpose for bringing that notebook? What is your purpose for even going to that class? What is your purpose for waking up in the morning earlier than usual? Because I could easily sit there, just lay there until 10, 15 minutes before I got to walk out the door. But my purpose is to get a better headspace. I don't want to be walking out the door groggy. When I get up early enough, I can eat. When I don't eat, I'd be mad as hell. And a lot of us can relate to that. When you don't eat, you get upset. When you're hungry, your day never goes well. So the purpose in getting up is to properly set up myself for the rest of my day. Once I'm properly set up and I'm moving functionally through my morning, the rest of my day can flow better. You know what I'm saying? Not saying there's not going to be things that come along the way to kind of mess up your flow. It will happen. But again, just like all the examples I just gave you, we're not even about to go back into that. Rewind the video. Just like all of those examples that I just gave you, you prepare, waking up early, getting breakfast, getting myself together in time, properly preparing will help prevent poor performance. Not saying that things won't come down the line throughout the day to create, a poor situation, but it won't create poor performance through me because I'll be giving it 100% of my effort to make sure that I'm overcoming whatever it is. Certain things are out of our control. Kid gets sick, you gotta leave work early. Hey, you gotta do that. You get sick, you gotta leave work or school early. Hey, can't control that. Accident on the way to work, that holds up traffic, you're stuck in you can't control that. But You can control how we approach this situation, which means how we prepare will help us better approach. So I dare you to find the purpose, right? There's purpose in all that I'm talking about. I'm talking about preparation, but there's purpose. What's the purpose in preparing? Just explained it. The purpose has to be very clear to you. So for purpose sakes, start waking up early. Start preparing yourself for your day. Start preparing yourself for life. Write a list, write a to-do list, set alarms. With me, I set alarms in my phone. Purpose. What's the purpose, Tori? The purpose of the first alarm is to initially wake me up. The purpose of the second alarm, 5 minutes later, is because I know that I have a tendency to fall back asleep. See, I'm still new. I'm still very new to this whole getting up super early thing. I'm really not that good yet. So I have to properly prepare, which means set that alarm another 5 minutes after. And that one means, okay, get up. Seriously, get up now. Okay. Then there's a third alarm in the morning, and that one would have gone off, but I cut it off for the purpose of this video. And 10 minutes before I'm supposed to leave out the door, the alarm goes off and it says, get out the door. Purpose, so that I can be on time, because I'm still working on my timeliness. You know what I'm saying? So you got to set yourself up. You got to build purpose blocks around what you're trying to accomplish. I can say, okay, I'm trying to accomplish getting to work on time, meeting my bus, but what are my purpose blocks that I'm building around that goal? You have to build to that goal. A goal is all the way up here, and you're here. What do we do? We have to build the steps to get us up here to our goal. So, purpose blocks: waking up early, getting a balanced breakfast, washing your face so that you feel refreshed and hydrated, moisturizing your face, so that one, you don't walk out there looking all ashy and crusty, and two, so that you kind of like wake yourself up, laying your clothes out the night before. Like, these are all morning routines with purpose. A lot of people talk about morning routines, and I am absolutely for all of that. I love morning routines. I look up so many morning routine videos right here on YouTube. I love it. It's important because these things are purpose blocks, and they're building us for what we're trying to do. So anyway, you guys, I'm going to let it be that. I hope that this video made some sense to you. I hope that this encouraged you to create a morning activity. I hope that it encouraged you that whatever you do, that you make sure you do it with purpose, for purpose, and on purpose. And for purpose sakes, please make sure you love, like, and share this video. Please make sure you, if you're not subscribed to this channel, you go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the bell, because I don't want you to miss any post notifications. I have random I have random content coming through. So there's a daily nugget, but every now and again you'll see different videos and stuff, and I don't want you to miss any of it. So make sure you hit the bell so that you can stay on top of everything that I'm doing and all the new stuff that I'm building out for this channel. Really appreciate you guys. So with all that being said, make sure you stay safe, stay purposeful, stay sanitized, wear your mask, be safe, and above all else, be your own light, baby. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye.